Let's talk about this loser for a minute. The Minneapolis Mayor Jacob Frey being weak as fuck as per our usual arrangement when dealing with fucking Democrats. This interview that he did, this interview right here, is exactly the reason why I tried to tell you guys, we tried to tell you guys, to not support his corrupt ass and to support Omar Fateh. And when I say we tried to warn you about this, we tried to tell you about this hack, this pathetic little weasel, I am not saying that to gloat or to be a dick. I'm saying it with the very specific purpose of saying, we tried to warn you about this clown, and now look at how he's governing. And years later, people will be like, you know what? They were right, just like they say now about Bernie Sanders, but at the time, no one ever listens. Let's watch this loser be asked if the police in Minneapolis can arrest the ICE thugs illegally terrorizing his streets. And you won't be surprised, in very, very, very democratic fashion, he has the most pathetic, spineless response.
Can our cops arrest them?
Yeah.
From a legal perspective, yes. From a practical perspective, to state the reality, yeah, it does get kind of hard when they drastically outnumber us and they have bigger guns than we do. It does. And here's the thing. We don't want to create warfare in the street. We want to keep our communities safe. We're trying our very best to do that.
We're trying our best to do that. No, you're not. Because why are you talking like you're some random civilian? We don't want warfare on the streets. You know what? You're right. You should contact the mayor to tell him to do something about... Oh, wait. He should have stopped it. Yes, they can legally. Okay? That should have been the response. Can they legally arrest them? Yes. But no, of course, he's a weak, feckless, pathetic Democratic leader. So, of course, he was like, practically, I don't really know if we can because they really outnumber us with lots of big, scary weapons and people. You're the mayor, bitch. You're the fucking mayor. And you have a Democratic governor. Send the fucking National Guard in, bro. Send search police officers from other parts of the state. You guys both have the authority to do that. They outnumber you. Outnumber them. There's still way more cops in Minnesota. And you have the authority. It is illegal for them to be acting as law enforcement when they're literally not. They're literally this meme. Like, actually, we've tried nothing and we're all out of ideas.
Easy that you're even there, right? I can't commit one way or another to deal with how our law enforcement officials should deal with rogue federal law enforcement. And it's like, these are the guys that don't tread on me, guys. And they have federal agents coming into your city, menacing your citizens who aren't doing anything illegally. And you've got to have separation of powers discussions in the mayor's office. It's crazy.
The bottom line is we are working on every strategy that is available to protect our residents and where illegality is taking place.
But you're not. First of all, I love how he's in shock at how weak he is. He's like, really? You're really doing that? And then I love how he does a typical response from a Democratic leader. Well, we're working on every single possible strategy that we can right now with no, you're not. No, you're literally not. You guys already threw in the towel. You already said, oh, we can't really stand up against them because there's a lot of them and they're big, scary men. So fucking send in the next. Like, literally, they are acting like they don't have power. They are acting like he's not the whole ass fucking mayor and there's not a whole ass fucking Democratic governor right now that could surge police officers into Minneapolis and arrest those fucking thugs terrorizing their streets. Those thugs that are basically acting as an unaccountable paramilitary group for the Trump administration, okay? This isn't even about immigration enforcement, which, again, I'll remind everybody, ICE doesn't have the authority that police officers have. They're not allowed to just fucking arrest people and attack American citizens, but they're doing it anyway. And you know why? Because we have leaders like this who crawl in the corner to go, oh, I just wish they would stop being so mean. I've said it before, I'll continue to say it. It is not that the Republicans are so strong. It's that the Democrats are so goddamn weak. And because of their pathetic fecklessness, they make the Republicans seem a lot stronger than they are. Yeah, it's easy to look like a tough guy and look really strong when you have no opposition party. But don't let these losers off the hook. This pathetic learned helplessness is on purpose. Because, again, remember the primary with Omar Fateh, he won the state party's endorsement. And then, like Democrats always do to anybody to their left and progressive, the fighter comes out. Always a fighter in the primary when attacking the left. And then this is them once they get into office. Once it comes time to deal with the Republicans. Jacob Frey, just like Tim Walz, could be shutting this shit down. They are choosing to bend the knee to fascists, which is why we keep telling you to stop picking neoliberals over progressives.